Hey guys, Gary J here. We're looking at a Kylie, a non-returning stick. Originally Kylie was used to kill animals and things like that, but we use them just for fun today. This particular one is made by Butters of Wales in the UK, in the United Kingdom. Wales is a beautiful country. You need to check that out, Google that. But anyway, Mr. Butters has a boomerang shop there, and he makes all kinds of beautiful returning boomerangs, and he makes some of these Kylies that don't return. This one is made from a natural elbow of a limb. As you can see, the limb that made this natural turn, and this is cut out of that curve in that limb, and you can see the beautiful grain of it here. And on the other side, you can see it looks like a duck head to me, which is really pretty. And perhaps you can see this logo right here. I think it's Timber Flyers Boomerang. But this is a really nice Kylie right here, and it throws really well. I'm using about 70% power in throwing this one today. I've thrown it 80 to 130 yards and slightly over 100 meters. And it's really thrown really well. Mr. Butters did an excellent job on the airfoils of this. That's the real key to a Kylie. It's not like a regular returning boomerang. You have to hone these airfoils on these Kylies very carefully to get them to throw correctly, and it's a trial and error thing, and he did an excellent job on that. And I'll leave his website on the description box below so you can look him up. He makes all types of boomerangs, very odd designs. They're beautiful and throw extremely well. And he makes some of these Kylies, but he did an excellent job with this. This one is patterned on the Bob Farisi design. Bob Farisi, I have a couple of videos on him. He's one of the best Kylie makers in the United States. And this is patterned on his design style. And it just throws beautifully. So I hope you guys like the video, and look up Butters, and I'm sure you'll be really surprised to see some of the different types of rings that he makes and some of the Kylies he has. But this has been really great to throw today. I've thrown this one over 100 meters into the wind coming at 9 to 10 miles per hour, which is really saying something. Most time you get your distance thrown away from the wind, but this is really thrown well. It's a little hefty. Well, you guys take care and have a great and wonderful day. Gary J. This is going to be our first throw here, and the wind behind us. 1, 2, 3. Now she went straight in the arrow, which is a real good sign. Usually with Kylies, because they got that elbow, they'll go to the left and then to the right. But she went straight, and that's awesome. So we'll count her off and see how far she went. Okay, here she is in front of us. I counted her off at 74 yards. And that wasn't a really hard throw either. But 74 yards is really good for that throw, about 55–60% power. Now we'll try to throw a little bit farther. Here's our second throw. We're going to throw a little bit harder. 1, 2, 3. Oh! I threw her pretty hard, and with a little bit of a curve to her. And that was me. Now we'll count her off, see how far she went that time. Okay, here she is. She went farther than I thought. There's the trees right here, even past that tree there. I marked her off at right at 100 yards. 100 yards. On that particular throw. So that was pretty good. Even she made a little bit of a hook because I think a crosswind got her. but that's pretty good. Now this time, there's a gray truck or house right there. I'm going to be throwing in that direction. The wind is blowing against me at about 8-9 miles per hour. Let's see how she does against the wind. 1, 2, 3. Whew. I threw her against the wind. The wind got her coming and blew her off to the left. She went really well against the wind, going 8 miles an hour against the wind coming in. She went really well out there because she's about a 1/2 inch thick, so she's pretty healthy. Let's see how far that is, because that should be like 110 yards. That's my car over there, one of them. Okay, here she is. She went out farther than I thought. 125 yards, which is like 114 meters. That's my car over here. So that's really pretty good, 114 meters, throwing her into the wind. And the wind was coming in about 8-10 miles an hour. And it blew her off course a little bit, but that's still a long ways for a Kylie, only 14 inches long. Isn't that pretty awesome? Okay, we're gonna check the wind. The wind's blowing that way. I'm gonna throw her this way. Let's see how far she goes. 1, 2, 3. All right, now she went straight, perfectly straight. Pretty much, there's a little bit of a curve, but she went where I wanted to, in that direction I was throwing her straight. We'll check that distance. Okay, she's come close to these trees over here a little bit. That was only like 75 yards on that throw. That was probably about 60% power. With that design right here, it's a little bit easy for them to come out of your hand before you want them to. But so you got to get a good grip on them, not too tight. You want to spin them. So I'm going to try toward this tree right here. And the wind behind me. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I put one on her. Woo! I was trying to counter for the wind a little bit toward that tree. She went just to the left of this tree right here and went beyond that tree. That was actually a good throw. I wish you could see it well enough on the GoPro. One of the problems with the GoPro is such a wide angle on the GoPro, you can't see distance quite as well. And so that was, oh, I know she made 100 meters on that one. We're gonna count it off and see. But that was really a good throw. I mean, you can tell the flight was really, really good. But like I say, the wind is coming from all angles at different times here. Okay, guys, we've got 111 yards, which is about 101 meters. See, she went past these trees. I was worried that she was gonna hit a tree. But she went past that tree all the way over here. And I was throwing from way back over there. One last throw. 1, 2, 3. And she went straight as an arrow. Just about. That was just that's really the mark of an excellent Kylie, that doesn't make that regular S turn. I've got some Kylies, they go way to the left and they come back to the right, and they still, if you know how to throw them, you can still get them about where you want them. But this one throws straight and just does a wonderful job. That's what you want. Bob Farisi makes Kylies that throw straight like that, and it's just amazing to see him do that. It's really an art to tuning one of those. Well, not just so much tuning as getting the airfoils just right for that particular Kylie. but that one went straight. That's just a great job by Mr. Butters. Okay guys, here's our Kylie. She went 82 yards in a straight line, which is really saying something. The wind had died down a little bit from the crosswind, and she went straight, and that's just what you want in these Kylies. Look at that beautiful design. Yep, just like a duck head right there. I really like that.